Hello, welcome to Workplace S.O.S. I'm Donna Sand,
And I'm Evan Marcus.
and we're here to give you practical solutions to help deal with stress and anxiety in the workplace. Today's topic is travel anxiety.
Yeah,
Evan.
workplace travel.
Yes, whether it's a new site or...
It could be traveling abroad, it could be traveling across the country, it could be just your daily commute.
Yeah.
You know, it's a common anxiety producer for a lot of people.
Is. Yes.
And one of the things I'm grateful for in this workplace SOS is we're talking about it, because we know when we're out there, a lot of people don't talk about this.
Sure.
But they're dealing with it every day.
And you look at your other coworkers or colleagues.
They seem fine.
They seem fine. They're on this plane, that plane, and you're looking, going, well, what's wrong with me that I don't have that attitude towards it?
And we're hoping that these conversations will help bring it more out in the open.
Yes.
One, so you don't feel like it's just me, and two, people can help support each other.
Exactly.
More in it. So.
Yeah. So some of the symptoms that you may feel during workplace travel or leading up to workplace travel would be maybe some racing thoughts, a feeling of greater anxiety. Any symptoms you
Yeah,
may think of?
thought symptoms are like, I can't do this. Why are they making me do this? I don't want to go. I can't do this. I got to stop this job. I got to find something else. Physical sensations could be almost that, like, where you have almost, not lose reality, but you feel disoriented.
Yes.
You feel like maybe you have trouble catching your breath. It could be chest stuff, weak in your knees.
Right. Yes. Anything like that. Shortness of breath. Maybe if you're flying, that feeling of like suffocation when you get into
trapped.
the airplane.
Yeah.
Like I'm trapped in here and
A lot of
can't
people
get out.
have it with bridges.
Yes. They
Traffic
do.
jams,
Yeah.
the same kind of thing, you know.
So now we're going to give you some ways to change your thought with a few phrases. I like to call them mini mantras that I can repeat over and over when these situations happen. The first one is be self-led, not symptom-led.
Right.
Can you elaborate on that, Evan?
Yeah, one thing, what we focus on with Workplace SOS is not changing the situation, but focusing on the thoughts that we're having, because a lot of times we don't realize it's our thought and our perspective that's creating the symptoms.
Yes.
And so the thought and creation can uncreate, create more peace and help you, and also how we react to it. So that's what we're focusing on in Workplace SOS. But with that first one, and remind me what it was, I forgot.
Be self-led, not symptom-led.
Yes.
So I'm feeling anxiety. I'm getting in line to board the plane, or I'm about to approach the bridge. My heart starts to race. My breathing becomes a little bit shallow. I have to be self-led. I can't let these symptoms overtake.
Right, yes, because with the symptom-led, you're like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, you're just going to paralyze yourself.
Exactly. When you're self-led, it's yourself, your higher self going, I'm going on this trip, and that's what's going to be your leading edge, not letting the symptoms guide what your thoughts and actions are going to be.
Yes, like, the week before you travel, maybe you're having some physical symptoms, some headaches, some tension. Very easy to say, oh, I'm not going, I'm not feeling well.
Right.
That would be following my symptoms. I want to follow myself.
Okay.
The averageness. It's average to be uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
That's the second mantra. It's average to be uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah. Everybody gets a little travel anxiety.
Yes. Yep. And what's cool about knowing that, and I can speak for myself and a lot of people that use this, is when you're feeling that, when you tell yourself it's average to feel this way, it starts to reduce some of the tension, anxiety you're feeling, because otherwise you're thinking, what's wrong with me? I shouldn't be feeling this way. But when you realize the averageness of it, we talk a lot about the dimmer switch.
Yes.
And our mind can turn the dimmer switch up, racing thoughts, or you can use our mind to turn it down. And when you start to say things, well, it's average to feel this way. I'm not so different. It's one of the ways to turn that switch down.
And then the third one is you can do anything in symptoms.
Right.
So no matter how you're feeling, whether your heart's racing, whether your thoughts are racing, whatever may be happening on the inside, you can still function.
Right.
You can still override that short circuit that's going on.
Yes. Now, obviously, you may have a medical condition. We're always saying, talk to your doctor.
Yes.
But we know a lot of people who've gone to the hospital. I've done it.
So have I.
And we know a lot of people we meet now in the workplace.
Yes.
You would never know it.
No.
Thought they're having a heart attack. I mean, I thought I was.
Me
I
too.
got it checked out. So we're not saying don't, you have to follow your medical advice.
Right.
But for people who this is about symptoms.
Right, that they know that they're physically okay.
Right.
Yes.
And then but it takes this is challenging.
Yes.
Like we say, this process, it's easy to learn these phrases, but they're not always easy to practice.
Exactly.
And this is a challenging one.
It is. It's very challenging.
But this is where we develop, we develop ourselves as
Yes.
human beings when we start to practice these.
And I just experienced this myself. I just had to travel overseas.
Yeah.
And I had all the symptoms. I
Right.
was sick before I went.
Yeah.
I'm not the great flyer. I'm not the most comfortable in a plane. And it was a long flight.
Yeah.
And I had symptoms going on. And I would just have to sit there and just breathe and use these phrases to change my way, and I made it through the trip, and
Awesome.
I actually did
I'm
well.
proud of you, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did well on the flight there and the flight back.
Terrific. So let's remind people what the three phrases are.
Yes, the three phrases are: be self-led, not symptom-led. It's average to be uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation, and you can do anything in symptoms. I'm Donna Sand.
And I'm Evan Marcus.
And you've been watching Workplace SOS.